It's a night that belongs to you.
A special night that unites us all.
We're kicking off our 7th season of Hardee'S Friday Night Blitz with our annual preview special.
It's the best high school football coverage in the Blue Ridge. Hardee'S Friday Night Blitz High School Football Preview, only on Wfxr. Friday Night Blitz is sponsored by Hardee'S, Don Hudson Insurance, by McAdoo's, Wicked Diesel, by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Jermaine Ferrell. I hope your day is wonderful and blessed. Welcome to our annual Hardee'S Friday Night Blitz preview special. Over the next 30 minutes, we get you ready for the 2023 high school football season, which gets underway a week from tonight. We begin the show with 3 teams from last season looking for a return trip to a state title game. The North Cross Raiders won the VIS AA Division II title to claim the school's 5th state football championship in 2022. To have a repeat performance, they will have to do it under their new head coach and longtime North Cross defensive coordinator, Shannon Taylor.
I feel real good about the culture and what we've been doing in the past, and we're going to continue to implement those things and continue to work hard. We got a great group coming back this year.
He's a really strategic coach. Like, he knows his football. He's played in the league, you know. Everybody respects him, so it's really good.
Just won the state championship, so a pretty big target's on our back, and I like that feeling to just, you know, go out there. I love being on the field with my teammates and coaches and just enjoying the time with them. So yeah, just really looking forward to it.
Meanwhile, Heritage made a run to the VHSL Class 3 title game last season. The Pioneers came up short, not bringing it home. Head coach Brad Bradley says the 2022 team exceeded the expectations by overperforming to get to the finals. And it all stems from the program built by Bradley.
Not only want to carry the flame when it comes to wins and losses, you definitely want to win on Friday night, lose on Friday night, or not lose on Friday night. But I think it's not just that. Carry the flame in terms of our community service, carry the flame in terms of our reputation around the school, carry the flame in terms of understanding that, you know, being a Pioneer, being a Heritage football player is a lot different expectation than just being a regular student. And I think that's what our kids do a great job.
We're all determined. You know, we focus, try to get everything right, figure everything out before the season starts so that we're ready by the time it does.
Where our goal is, go back to that part. We want to win that ring. We want to be in the same part as we was in 2018. 2018 group, every time I go up in the weight room, I see the board. It's just motivation to me.
In the Class 1 ranks, George Wythe got back to the championship game last season, and the Maroons fell short in the state finals. This year's group has experience at the skill positions. Head coach Brandon Horner sees a good chance a team can make it back to Salem and win it all in 2023.
They won't be a part of that again. You know, they won't be a part of that ride, but they know what it takes to get there. It takes hard work, dedication. You can't get down on yourself. You always got to improve and get better, win or lose. You can't look at it and sulk, or you got to take it as always a chance to improve.
Oh yeah, we use things we learned from last year to keep building on to this year. Hopefully keep improving.
It's a little bit of change, but not in the coaching wise. I think the way we run our offense will be a little different because we don't have as much, you know, muscle back behind us like we did last year. So it'll definitely be a lot more skilled players this year.
Now, Ryan Moye is in the house. You took a trip to Appomattox as the Raiders are showing strong support for head coach Doug Smith as he's dealing with another tough situation.
Yeah, that's right, Jermaine. Appomattox head football coach Doug Smith continues to be the definition of perseverance. He's currently battling cancer for the 2nd time in 2 years. And as the Raiders begin their quest for another state championship, they know that if they work hard and keep the faith, they'll be seeing Coach Smith on the sideline sooner than later.
Coach Smith's impact. Words can't even explain. It's just unbelievable.
As the Raiders enter the 2023 high school football season, showing their support for the coach they love so much is what Appomattox football is all about.
Lots of prayers for him, and I know that he's praying himself, and he's a man based in faith, so I knew that he was going to be okay no matter the problem. But lots of prayers, team praying and everything. We really love the dude, and we hope the best for him.
Between cancer treatments, you can still find Coach Smith on the practice field teaching and running plays. For Appomattox senior quarterback Gray Peterson, just having his coach on the sideline in any capacity is a reminder that when the going gets tough, the tough get going.
I can't even explain how much big an impact it is. I mean, that energy in the weight room, that on the sideline, just having him there it's something special. That it can't be recreated by anyone else, but I think once these coaches are going to step up and they're going to do the best they can to recreate it.
Speaking of coaches, this isn't the first time the Raiders have been without Coach Smith. Back in 2021, Stephen Costello took over as the interim head football coach. He was also navigating a year plagued by the COVID-19 pandemic while Coach Smith was recovering in North Carolina. During the spring football season, Costello was able to lead the Raiders to another Class II state title. And even though it was a tough year, this time he and the coaching staff are more prepared in lieu of Coach Smith's absence.
We have now a familiar experience. We've gone through this before. Our coaching staff, we added some more experience. We have former head coaches with Andy Cox and Richard Trent that have been head coaches in the area before, so we've got a lot more experience as a team going through this situation.
Yet the situation is still hard to process.
Of course, not having him with us is going to be something that as a team we're going to miss as a group of people that have been with him, grown up with him, with our kids, the coaches that have been around us a long time. We're going to miss him.
For the players, their primary concern is making Coach Smith proud.
Just him being around, him in general. Because like when we lift, him being there is just gives us that extra like, go.
Well, the Raiders will be without Coach Smith for the first few games. He's looking to make his return to the sideline soon, Jermaine.
Thanks so much, Ryan. Great work there. Now, up next on the Hardee'S Friday Night Blitz preview special, the new coach at Chatham looking to bring stability to the Cavaliers football program. We share Bruce Devlin's story. Plus, Ryan Moye back on the road. He's making a trip to Lowmore for a look at the new Allegheny Cougars.
And now, back to the Hardee'S Friday Night Blitz High School Football Preview, only on WFXR.
Time to get it on.
And welcome back, everyone. You can add Northside's Viking Stadium and Jim Hickam Field as the latest facility in our area to say goodbye to the natural grass and hello to the artificial turf. Crews over the summer put the new turf down, and Northside was the last high school in Roanoke County to get the artificial surface. And as you can expect, having the new field is a win-win for the football program and Vikings athletics.
It allows all of our sport teams at the high school to participate on that field. The biggest thing it does for the football program, it gives us a place to play in inclement weather and practices.
Now, new paint and a new scoreboard will also be something Vikings fans will see at the stadium this fall. Northside, they're having a ribbon cutting ceremony for the turf next Friday at 3 before their home opener that night against Pulaski County. Over in Lynchburg at Liberty Christian Academy, the Bulldogs are making the move to their own 4,000-seat stadium on campus. Now, for years, LCA played their home games at Liberty University's 25,000-seat Williams Stadium. Head coach Frank Rocco says even though it was their home field, they felt they were on the road due to transporting the gear to Williams Stadium. Now they look to have a true home field advantage.
Hopefully now we'll have a 4,000-seat stadium. You put 4,000 people in there. People are elbow to elbow and emotions get going. I mean, we really think it'll be a great venue for high school football.
The Bulldogs will have their first game of their new digs on September 8th as they host Franklin County. On the Hardee'S Friday Night Blitz area, we have 12 schools entering the 2023 season with new head coaches. Some are familiar names with a new address. Now over at Alta Vista, Matthew DeLoach, he replaces Andy Cox. Amherst County hired alum at Lancerville there, Chris Moore, he replaces Bob Christmas. Amherst moving up Eagles assistant coach Scott Makovich to replace David Seaball. K Spring hired Hunter Shepard to replace Nick Leftwich. Meanwhile, Chatham, they hired Bruce Devlin to replace Joe Fielder. We'll have more on Devlin in a minute. EC Glass hired William Fleming's Jamar Lovelace. He was replacing Jeff Whitty. Lovelace was a Glass assistant. Fort Chiswell tabbing Zane Quisenberry to replace Robert Thompson. And Martinsville snagged Chatham head coach Joe Fielder to replace Bobby Martin. Norcross, as we mentioned earlier, they hired longtime Raiders defensive coordinator Shannon Taylor to replace Stephen Alexander. Perry McClure hires assistant and Fighting Blues wrestling coach Jeremy Brokenborough. He replaces Troy Clark. Tunstall's Kirkland Brown replacing Randy Hunsicker. And William Fleming tabbing K-Spring head football coach and former William Fleming assistant Nick Leftwich to replace Jamar Lovelace. Now back to Chatham. Bruce Devlin, he's the Cavaliers' third head football coach in 3 seasons and fourth in 5 years. In fact, the hire happened quickly as he has only been on a job since July. Devlin won multiple state titles in football and baseball at Princeton Day School in New Jersey. He looks to bring stability and success to the Chatham Cavaliers.
There's only one linebacker.
Will's got to come back.
That's what I'm saying. Will's not a linebacker.
Eli. I wanted to be a head coach again, and you take the opportunity to run with it. So I feel like I'm the right man for the job. I know what I'm doing. You got to make sure we bump that and you guys slide over. So you have to line up and over.
What Chatham head football coach Bruce Devlin is selling his team that with hard work and with belief, they can have success. The players on a team want someone they can count on as their head coach. They see that from Devlin, especially when it comes to stability.
He's told us that he'll never leave us, that he'll push us hard as where we can be. He won't be like any of the other coaches. He will push us to the very brim until we are outstanding state champion football players.
Definitely to get all of us bigger. I mean, faster and stronger, and just win and win and win. I mean, hate to lose. Hate to lose.
Exciting, you know, we've had a whole lot of coaching changes this past few years. I'm excited about our new coach though. He seems very, very good. A lot of prestige to him. He's had a lot of past success. So far, what we've been doing in practice has been great. Absolutely loved it. He knows a lot. He's really, really smart.
This hill is amazing.
Yeah.
I saw this, I was excited. That's what we used to do in my other schools. We had hills.
Oh, yeah.
We're always in great shape.
That's right. Every school needs a hill.
Every school does need a hill, and it's free.
Devlin is pushing for stability and success at Chatham, but he has a bigger goal for the program.
Well, I feel really bad for the young men not having consistency, but they will get it from me. I want to be there and be their father figure. I was very fortunate when I played, had wonderful coaches, so I want to give them the opportunity that was given to me and make them better young men, better football players, better husbands, better fathers. That's what my goal is. And I've accomplished that everywhere I've been.
Chatham opens up the season on August 25th at Prince Edward County.
All right, thanks, Jermaine. Well, what do you get when you mix a Mountaineer and a Cougar? Well, you get a combined squad now called the Allegheny High School Cougars. I got the chance to catch up with this new look high school football team to see how they've been able to come together to form a special bond on the field.
When we first heard of it 3 years ago, I was like, well, this ain't gonna be good. But then years on, it just kind of felt normal.
I like it. It feels like no matter what happened last year between us and last year between Covington, it's just new. A new opportunity, I think.
It's an opportunity of new beginnings, a newfound identity, and a bunch of new firsts for the new Allegheny High School football team.
It brings me more happiness because, like, 14, first person to ever wear 14. And other people are going to be wearing it throughout the years.
It's like the first guy that invented football. It's like, what is this? It's just like you get to create your own path and show other teams who you really are now.
They may have new jerseys, a new name and color scheme, but for the Cougars, unity is the name of the game.
Kids are doing great. They've been together in the weight room and doing some things on the field, and it's been much smoother than you could ever hope for, and we're very excited about the prospects.
Being the new team on the block does come with its fair share of perks, and for the players, this united front may give them the advantage on Friday nights.
Being able to see other teams like in film, but they never seen us, so we can pop them in the mouth, they never know, and then catch them off surprise.
Say we go to play Glenver or Radford or Cave Spring, we all have their film and their plays, they don't change. Ours is all new, everything, so nobody knows what we're going to hit them with.
In the end, this merger is also about bringing two communities together.
You know, those old Cougars are diehard, and we want to do something to make them proud. We want them to, they're not sure of us right now, but we want them to feel like they own this new set of Cougars and that they can be a part of it. So we're hoping to get them out for these first two home games and to win them over with the product we put on the field.
All right, well, Allegheny looking to be one of the surprise teams in Class 3, Jermaine. We'll see what happens, right?
That's right. Thanks so much, Ryan. Now, still to come on our Hardee'S Friday Night Blitz preview special, David DeGuzman has a story on how an angel on the field is getting help from an angel above.
And now, back to the Hardee'S Friday Night Blitz High School Football Preview, only on WFXR.
Time to get it on.